with the like whole
yes
or no shit. I don't know what I did on the last one.
I think at least 1 minute of videos need to highlight.
Yeah, nobody in there yet.
Okay. Trying to figure out how I did it.
I know last time I did that, but I did some kind of I remixed the video. I know I ain't trying to do that.
Remix. Man. Shalom. That screen dark, but you can't lighten that screen up now.
Yeah.
Can't lighten that one again.
Slide the top, man.
Green.
Hey, brother.
Yeah. Oh, hey, kid. Shalom. House of Ehud and Tab Bennett. Shalom.
You looking clean on that drill, ain't you?
What that druid, man, going in and out with them colors, man. Yeah, I try to lighten up in a second.
I think it's something like in regards to you not looking at it and then looking at it. Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to wait.
Got light. Got that face recognition on that mug.
For real.
What do you want? Yeah, I got you another one.
Shalom to you brothers and sisters, man. Shalom. Officer Yaakov, what it do? Man, the name of the class today is called Smitten with Madness, man.
Yeah.
Wow. Man, that's the only thing I can say is wow, man. It's the only thing I can say is wow. Man, you know what, man? I'm going to tell you. Being a leader of a congregation, right? Trying to stay in the spirit, right? Trying to keep yourself in the right spirit. That's right, 28, man. I'm talking about serious. Man, brothers, man, we got, it's a shame that you got people, but I mean, we getting used to this though. You know, all the prophets died horribly, right? And so we can't expect nothing different, man. Man, we got people threatening our lives. Why y'all want to kill us, man? Right? Prophecy fulfilled, right?
There you go.
Prophecy fulfilled, man. They fulfill prophecy all the time, man. They want to take us out, man. Brother called us saying that he hopes somebody come by and shoot our camp up. That's what brother literally said, man. Brother wants somebody. He said, dang, you gonna come out here and shoot our camp up? He said, no, I ain't gonna shoot y'all camp up, but I'll send somebody over there to do it.
Because we want to debate them.
All because we don't want to debate you, brother? But then you say, y'all doctrine is weak. Man, y'all got the weakest doctrine in the world, so why, you got the weakest doctrine in the world, why you want to debate us, brother?
Yeah.
Why do you want to debate somebody's doctrine that's weak?
Did he offer his platform or he ain't got a platform?
Brother ain't got no, look, I'm tell you, I got to tell Bruce and she Bruce this. Brothers call our phone, right? Brothers saying that, basically brothers saying that we weak, we some weak ass men. What else he say?
Cowards.
We cowards. Brother and sister, let me put a poll up there. How I put the poll up there?
I don't remember that, so I didn't know what to do when I tried to.
Let me see if I can put the poll up there. This is how I did.
What, you hit that plus?
The plus.
Okay. I think we might just skip the poll.
The androids don't do the poll.
Nah. It
Right.
did, but you hit it, I think when you hit it twice, it's going to...
Jacob.
Mm-hmm.
Talking about, brother said he gonna send some people out here to shoot us up, man. Brother said he literally gonna send some people out here to shoot us up. Said scary brews want to see us dead. They put prices on our head. Now we got 2 rock wallers by our bed. We feed them lead. Bro, we not bothered by that, man.
Nah.
He said, nah, come out there, man. I'll slap the hell out of all y'all. I said, bro, you don't want to see now one of us. Brothers don't want to see. That's why you think I'm going into this class today, man. Exactly, exactly. Because I was finna go into a whole nother thing, but guess what, man? Brother be spinning with madness, man. So this is what we dealing with. This happening today. This is what we got to deal with, man.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Y'all already know, man. Shalom. Y'all already know. The main precept, Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 28. Let's bring that out,
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 28. The Lord shall smite thee with madness.
So the Lord gonna smite certain people with madness, man. Read.
And blindness.
Read.
And astonishment of heart.
Right, read.
And thou shalt grope at noonday.
The Lord said he's going to be groping at noonday, read.
As the blind gropeth in darkness.
As the blind groping in darkness, right? Read on.
And thou shalt not prosper in thy ways.
Why you think a brother going to prosper? That's smitten with madness, man. How can a sister prosper that's smitten with madness, man?
Mm-hmm.
Right? Man, you got to stay in the spirit, because you know why? If you don't stay in the spirit, you know what happened if you don't stay in the spirit. You'll mess around, you be putting hands on the sick, man.
Mm-hmm. God.
Exactly. Obviously, I code. Brother must didn't know. I said, that's what we were laughing about. Brother, I'm going to tell y'all what I found out. A lot of keyboard Israelites, guess what happens with a lot of keyboard Israelites? Them be the main one that's out the spirit. Them to be the main one that'll never take accountability of nothing, right? And guess what they main thing to do? They'll talk all that noise somewhere else, but they not gonna get up on you, and all the stuff that they say, they not gonna come up on you doing that, man. They not. They come up on you doing what? Saying what? Slap who? Right? Shoot at who? Right? Must don't know we got angels of the Lord protecting us, man.
You want me to finish that one out?
Right? Read it out.
And thou shalt be only oppressed and spoiled evermore, and no man shall save thee.
And no man ain't gonna be able to save us out of this condition, man. Go to Jeremiah chapter 4 and verse 9, man. Right? Right? This is something we got to deal with. For people that be smitten with madness.
The book of Jeremiah, chapter 4, verse 9.
Read it.
And it shall come to pass at that day, saith the Lord.
At what day?
At that day, saith the Lord, that the heart of the king shall perish, and the heart of the princes and the priests shall be astonished.
Shall be what?
Shall be astonished.
Shall be astonished, right? Read.
And the prophets shall wonder.
The prophet's gonna be wondering, man. Right? Wondering for what? A signs, wonder.
Mm-hmm.
These things is what we're gonna be dealing with, man. Right? Why you think we know brothers will be smitten with madness, sisters be smitten with madness? We expect this, man. This is the last days.
God.
Right? Brothers talking about he gonna shoot our camp up, man. He gonna shoot what up? Like the Lord finna allow, man, come on, man. Let's go to 2 Kings. Let's see what kind of protection we got around us, man.
God.
Right? Let's see if the Lord got protection around us, or let's see if people can just run up here and say anything they want to say. You think that we can't call on the Lord and the Lord don't put something on these brothers and sisters, man? Well, you got to be out your mind, man. But guess what? We don't try to waste our prayers on things as such like that. Yeah. Because we don't want our people to be hurt. But don't do that. To think that we not gonna come back. You got to be out your mind, man. All right?
Yeah.
Read that out.
You want 6 and 15?
Start at verse 15.
The book of 2 Kings, chapter 6, verse 15. And when the servant of the man of God was risen early.
Start at verse 12.
Start at verse 12. The book of 2 Kings, chapter 6, verse 12.
Right, read it.
And one of his servants said, None, my lord,
right,
O king, but Elisha the prophet that is in Israel telleth the king of Israel the words that thou speakest in thy bedchamber.
So he's saying that Elisha can tell the words that you say in your bedchamber. Like basically telling that Elisha is the prophet, right?
God.
Well, watch it, read it.
And he said, Go.
What'd he say?
And he said, Go.
And he said, Go, do what?
And spy where he is, that I may send and fetch him. And it was told him, saying, Behold, he is in Dothan.
He is in Dothan, man. Read.
Therefore sent he thither horses and chariots and a great host, and they came by night.
And they came by what?
They came by night.
And they came by night, read.
And compassed the city about.
And they surrounded the city about, man, read.
And when the servant of the man of God was risen early and goeth forth, behold, and hosts compassed the city, both with horses and chariots. And his servant said unto him,
What he say?
Alas, my master, how shall we do? And he answered, Fear not.
He said, what?
Fear not.
So guess what? Elisha telling them to fear not. Why?
For they that be with us
read.
Are more than they that be with them.
It's more than they that be with them, man. So we're not worried about none of this stuff. People talking about bringing their army. We can call them the Lord at any time, man.
God.
Right? Shalom, you brothers and sisters in the chat, man. Right? Read.
And Elisha prayed and said, Lord, I pray thee, open his eyes that he may see. And the Lord opened the eyes of the young man, and he saw, and behold, the mountain was full of horses and chariots of fire round about Elisha.
So guess what? If the angels have to step in to do their job to protect us, if we use our prayers on these things, we can use our prayers on anything we want, man. Why the Lord calls the prophets of the Lord? When we doing the keeping command, we can use our prayers on whatever we want to use our prayers on, man. Fucking want to put their mouth and talk noise and say, bro, look, bro, anybody can talk noise back and forth, man. Right? But to threaten people's life, so a lot of people got threatened. They killed Christ, man. Right? As a nation of people, we killed Christ. How you think it's gonna matter with us, man? You think we care? You think we care because somebody threatened? Come on, keep threatening, man. This prophecy being fulfilled, man. All right? Care about people threaten all y'all want to, man. We used to Christian scoffing, Muslim scoffing, right? Hindu scoffing, right? Whatever doctrine y'all got, we used to the scoffing. We used to the scoffing. That come far in between, man. Right? People been scoffing, right? Show you how Solomon talk. Go to Ecclesiastes, man, chapter 12, man. People been scoffing, man. Big scoffing, right? And guess what? Fear not, man. All right? Thus said the Lord. Guess what? If we so happen to die in this truth, what happens? The dead in Christ will be raised up first, huh? If we so happen to die in this truth, oh well, we just died. You think the Lord ain't got us? Read this out.
What verse you want to
12.
No, I got the chapter, but
10 and 12.
10 and 12? All right. The book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 12, verse in?
Chapter 10, verse 12.
10, verse 12. The book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 10, verse 12.
All right, read it.
And the words of a wise man's mouth are gracious.
Right? So he said the words of a wise man's mouth is gracious, read.
But the lips of a fool will swallow up himself.
So guess what? A fool gonna swallow up himself, man, every time, man. Why you think a fool swallow up himself, man? Right? That's what the Lord say plainly, man. A fool swallow up himself, man. Right? Read that.
Verse 13. The beginning of the words of his mouth is foolishness.
He said the beginning of the words of his mouth is what?
Foolishness.
It's foolishness, man. Read.
And the end of his talk is mischievous madness.
So he said at the end of his talk is madness. This is what a fool do, right? This is what a fool do. I'm telling you, man. Brother named Isaac. Isaac, you call us again, man. We're gonna record it. We telling the nation, we're gonna record it. We're gonna put this man's voice out here. We see this man on everybody's platform, man, scoffing. Same dude, man. Scoffing. Calling folks, talking noise, cussing, belligerent. Brother's a fool, man. Right? He said the beginning of his words, of his mouth is foolishness, and the end of his talk is mischievous madness.
God.
But that's tough.
God.
The Lord said mischievous madness, wicked madness, man. Big wicked madness, man. Right?
You want verse 14?
Let's read on.
A fool also is full of words.
He said, a fool is full of words. Read.
A man cannot tell what shall be.
Guess what? You don't know which way this man gonna go because he ain't trying to go come out thus said the Lord, man. Dexter. Read it.
And what shall be after him? Who can tell him?
Who can tell it? Right? Read.
The labor of the foolish, weary of every one of them.
Right?
Because he knoweth not how to go to the city.
Because he's saying, basically saying the man don't know how to go to the city. He don't have no direction. He has no guidance.
God.
He'll utter out anything. He'll do anything, man. Right? Brother is straight mad, man. That's why the Lord said every idle word. Watch this, man. Watch what the Lord say, man.
Mm-hmm.
Go to Matthew chapter 12, man. See what they say. Matthew chapter 12, verse 36. Let's see what they say, man. See what Matthew chapter 12, verse 36 means. See.
The book of Matthew, chapter 12, verse 36. For David himself said...
12 and 36?
No.
Let's see if we on the same one.
And then more.
See, we can go to bar next, though.
The book of Matthew, chapter 12, verse 36.
What it say?
But I say unto you that every idle word that men shall speak.
He said every idle word that a man shall speak, read.
They shall give an account, therefore, in the day of judgment.
Because they're going to give account for this, man. Right? That's the good precept, out. John 15 and 18, man. If the world hated you, you know that it hated me before that, right? Before you. And if the world hated, he said, if ye were of the world would love you, love his own. But because you are not of the world, but I have chosen you. That's right, man. All praises. It's good to be chosen by the Lord, man. And it's good to be staying in the spirit, man. Right? Mm-hmm. There's so many things around here that can vex us, our spirit, man, and can pull us off our game, man. And this is what a lot of this thing is set up to pull us off our game, man.
Mm-hmm.
It really wants to pull us off our game, man.
God.
Right? And that's the sad thing about it. Let's go back to Ecclesiastes right quick. Ecclesiastes.
The book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 10, verse 16.
Chapter 1.
Oh, you want, we was in 10?
No, I'm going to go.
Oh, you want to go to 1?
Yeah, go to 1. I'm going to show you why. Just like how King Solomon went off on purpose. I'm going to say this again. King Solomon went off on purpose. Why did King Solomon go off on purpose?
So that way the Most High can get the glory.
Is he going to explain why he said he went off on purpose? Watch this.
Everything to him was vanity.
Watch this. Start at verse 16.
The book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 1, verse 16. I command with my own heart.
He said, I commune with my own heart, saying.
Oh, I commune with my own heart, saying, Lo, I am come to great estate.
So he's in a high status, right? Read.
And have gotten more wisdom than all they that have been before me in Jerusalem.
So if he had more wisdom than everybody that been before him in Jerusalem, that's including Moses. Brothers, get that.
No.
Right? Read.
My heart had great experience of wisdom and knowledge.
He said his heart has great experience of wisdom and knowledge, right? Read.
And I gave my heart to know wisdom.
He said, I gave my heart to know wisdom and to do what?
And to know madness and folly.
And to know what?
Madness and folly.
Solomon wanted to find out about madness and folly. Right?
Mm-hmm.
Read.
I perceive that this also is vexation of spirit.
Right? He said this is vexation of spirit. Read.
For in much wisdom is much grief, and he that increaseth knowledge increaseth sorrow.
He that increases knowledge increases sorrow. That's pretty good. It's pretty good. Watch this. Jump down from chapter 2, verse 12.
The book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 2, verse 12. And I turn myself to behold wisdom and madness and folly.
Right. What? Go ahead.
For what can the man that do that cometh after the king, even that which have been already done?
Right? He said, I turn myself. Did you see that? He said, I turned myself to those things, man. Madness. He said, I turned myself to behold wisdom and madness and folly. He wanted to know all. He knew wisdom. The Lord gave him all that. But madness and folly, he didn't know. But in order to know madness and folly, what do you have to do?
Get your hands there.
You got to get down in it.
Yep.
Right? We got a small hit in there. Israelites exposed. All you do is to take the Bible out of context.
What is that?
Israelite exposed.
Ain't that butter? That's butter page.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, that's butter.
This is you see this Israelite exposed dude? This is the dude said he's gonna try to kill all us, man. That's the dude right there. That dude that say that dude got Israelite exposed, he wanna kill us.
And we gonna implement.
He said that he gonna send somebody out there to kill us. That dude Israelite exposed that just came on our page. Yeah, we putting it out there for you.
Leviticus 5:1.
Right? You never show your face. You never show your face. Right? You never put your name out there. Right? He said, I'm lying.
I heard it.
He said, I'm lying. Let's get Captain Benaniyah on the phone. Soldier E. Hood, he heard it too. Brother say I'm lying.
Stop the cap, Isaac.
Stop the cap, bro. Big sombrero, bro.
Yeah. Big sombrero. Mucho grande.
Right? But who cares? Who cares, man? Send your goons. Send who you want to. The Lord gonna expose anybody come out there on us, man. That's what you fail to realize. Right? The Lord expose anybody you bring out there.
I'm getting about none.
I'm talking about. Like Coach Donovan said, man, we don't get none of that.
I'm telling you.
I'm talking about nothing.
Nothing.
Right? I want some more on the Ecclesiastes, man. I want some more of the Ecclesiastes. We're talking about lying. That's why he couldn't say nothing else. Lying here. This shit crazy, man.
Now he upset. He done got kicked out of the camp. Probably got exposed.
Right.
Now he wanna think he gonna expose something.
Yeah. Watch this. Go to Ecclesiastes chapter 7, man. Start at verse 22.
The book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 7, verse 22. For oftentimes also thy own heart knoweth that thou thyself likewise hast cursed others.
Right, read.
All this have I proved by wisdom.
He said, all this is King Solomon said, all these things have I proved by wisdom, man. Right? Read.
I said, I will be wise, but it was far from me.
Right? He said, I will be wise, but this thing that he's finna do It is far from him, man.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Read.
That which is far off and exceeding deep, who can find it out?
He said that the King Solomon actually, he said the exceeding deep things, who can find those things out, man?
Mm-hmm.
Right? Read.
I applied my heart to know and to search and to seek out wisdom and the reason of things.
And he wanted to know wisdom and the reason of things.
Mm-hmm.
Why is these things happening? Why do you think Christ had to know? If to know who I got to defeat, I got to know the enemy.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
God.
To know who to defeat, I got to know the enemy. I can't just go up against something that I don't know. Right?
Yeah.
But read.
And to know the wickedness of folly.
And he said, I want to know the wickedness of folly. Read.
Even of foolishness and madness.
He said, I wanted to know what foolishness was and madness. When you applied yourself to know these things, this is what Solomon said he literally did.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, King Solomon went off, yeah. But to know these things, Solomon literally wanted to know the wickedness and the madness and the folly on people, man. Why is these things happening? Why is these things came about? Right? Verse 26,
Verse 26. And I find more bitter than death the woman.
He said he find more bitter than death the woman.
God.
Dang, that's tough. Solomon said he find more bitter than death. It was the woman, man.
Mm-hmm.
Out of all the wickedness, how did Solomon go off? He didn't go off because of the drinking and then the money and the fame. How did he go off?
The woman.
The woman.
Mm-hmm.
Right? But read it.
Whose heart is snares and nets.
He said, whose heart is snares and nets. Read.
And her hands as bands.
Uh-huh.
Whoso pleaseth God shall escape from her.
If you please God, you escape from her. Read.
But the sinner shall be taken by her.
But when you are in sin, you're going to be taken by her. What is this going into? See if you brothers know.
Woman brought evil into the world, or either 3 and 16 of Genesis, with her bringing the apple to Adam.
Let's go to Genesis chapter 3, man. Start at verse 4.
The book of Genesis, chapter 3, verse 4. And the serpent said unto the woman,
What do you say?
Ye shall not surely die.
Mm-hmm.
For God do know that in the day that in the day that ye eat thereof, then your eyes shall be opened, and ye shall be as gods,
right?
Knowing good and evil.
Knowing good and evil, right? Read.
And when the woman saw that the tree was good for food.
Right. See, she was already told not to do this.
Mm-hmm.
But said it's good for food. Read.
And that it was pleasant to the eye.
And guess what? It was good to look upon, right? Read.
And a tree to be desired to make one wise.
And it's a tree that makes somebody wise. This is what Solomon is breaking down, man. Mm-hmm. In Ecclesiastes, this is exactly what Solomon is breaking down.
God.
Right? But read on.
She took of the fruit thereof.
She took the fruit, and what happened?
And did eat.
And what she did?
And did eat.
And she did eat, man. Read.
Mm-hmm. And gave also unto her husband with her, and he did eat.
And guess what? And he did eat too. That's why do you think Solomon said, if you escape her, if you please the Lord, right? If you escape her, right? Y'all know where I'm going. Where I'm going, you hood.
2nd Ezra 7 and 45.
I'm going Sirach 25 and 24.
Okay.
Sirach 25 and 24. It's mighty funny, man. It's mighty funny. Dex is Dex. That's mighty funny. Brother don't want to put no more on the board today.
Mm-hmm.
All that noise he talked to us about what he say he gonna do to us. Our brother ain't putting nothing on the board today. Right? It's funny.
Yeah, the wicked fruit.
Talking about for real. Read that out.
The book of Sirach, chapter 25, verse 24.
Right.
Of the woman came the beginning of sin.
Of the woman came beginning of sin. Read.
And through her we all died.
Let's see if it's saying the same thing in Second Corinthians, man. Let's go to 2 Corinthians.
11:3.
11:3. See if it's saying the same thing, 2 Corinthians, man.
The book of 2 Corinthians, chapter 11, verse 3.
Hey, Isaac, we not answering no more of your questions, bro. Isaac, you're going to learn to respect people, bro. You're going to learn to respect people, man. You have no respect for nobody, man. You have no respect for nobody. A coward man that like to call your phone with 100 different numbers.
Mm-hmm.
Because he don't want his name to be put out there so he can say any and everything to people. But he wants somebody to answer his questions. We've been answering this brother questions. We've been answering this brother question for the longest.
Mm-hmm.
Boy, that's a sad man. How long? That's why, brother, guess what? You a heretic, man. If Scripture tell us in Titus, after 2 or 3 times, admonish you. Brother, how many times do we got to keep admonishing this brother, man? This brother is literally a heretic, man.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Yeah.
He don't let nobody go and tell a page of his.
That man ain't got no life.
Doing all the videos for not.
That's big con, Captain Yard. Shit. Brother ain't got no life, man. Type of brother call you on a Google number. Like the internet can't find out who you are.
IP address.
You think Google ain't got your IP address? You think they can't subpoena your location when you talking on the phone doing weird stuff? You think they can't get you? You think they really can't get you? You think that you on this thing on live and you think that people can't get you? This brother lost his mind, man.
Yeah.
Y'all code, don't hide his message. Let it come out. Let everything come out, man.
Yep.
Let everything come out. This brother talking about he want to kill somebody, man. This brother want us dead, man. This brother want to see us dead.
God.
Right?
The book of 2 Corinthians, chapter 11, verse 3.
Right?
But I fear, least by any means.
By any means, what?
As the serpent beguiled Eve through his subtlety.
Same thing we read in Genesis chapter 3. Read it.
So your mind should be corrupted from the simplicity that is in Christ.
Right, read on.
For if he that cometh preaches another Yahushua.
Because guess what? This is what religions do. These religions teaches another dang old Christ, man.
Mm-hmm.
All religions teach another Christ. Because Christ is not a so-called white man.
God.
Right? Christ is a so-called black man from the tribe of Judah, man.
God.
Right? But they teach us another damn Christ, man. Well, if they teach another Christ, what happens to them? Read.
For if he that cometh preaches another Yahushua, whom we have not preached.
Whom we have not preached. Read.
Or if ye receive another spirit.
You will receive another spirit on you, man. Read.
Which ye have not received. Or another gospel, which ye have not accepted.
Right.
Ye might well bear with him.
You might as well bear with him. Right? Because that's what people can do.
Mm-hmm.
Right? That's what they want to do.
Oh.
Right? Go to 2 Peter, man. You know I got to put this on his ad. Go to 2 Peter. I got to put this 2 Peter chapter 2 on him. You have to put that 2 Peter on him. That was 2 Corinthians chapter 11 and 3, y'all.
What you want,
2 Peter chapter 2,
19?
verse 16.
Oh, 16. The book of 2 Peter, chapter 2, verse 16.
Read it.
But was rebuked for his iniquity.
Because guess what? That's what we do. We rebuke for your iniquity. Read.
The dumbass.
The what?
The dumbass.
He called him a dumbass, man. This dumbass. Thinking dumbass doing what?
Speaking with man's voice forbade the madness of the prophet.
Right? This is madness, man.
Mm-hmm.
Right? And what is dumbass? Why did he call him a dumbass? Why did he call him a dumbass?
What,
right?
Verse 17?
Yeah. You can say that all you want to, but Isaac, you send somebody out there if you want to. Watch how the Lord punish you and everybody that you try to send out there, man. Send somebody out there, Isaac.
Mm-hmm.
Coward ass man. Send somebody out there on us, man. Watch what's gonna happen, man. You think you the only person that's got a legion of army. You the only person that got something, man. You the only person that got might in your hand, right? That man, this man done lost his mind, man.
Man, we get threatened in real time and they never come back.
Right? How many times you done seen people out here on the corner telling us, hey, I'll be right back. Guess what?
Never came back.
They still ain't came back yet. Why they ain't came back, guys? They threaten us in real time and they never come back.
God.
And you think we scared of a man on the phone that's scared to put his real phone number up there? You think we scared of that man? You a timid man.
Mm-hmm.
Isaac is a timid man, man. Isaac, you finna be exposed, man. See what his page look like.
Ain't nothing there but a bunch of folly.
Let's see what Isaac page look like. Timid man, man. Let's see what his page look like. Let's go to Isaac channel.
The only person that came back that threatened us was the dude that got beat up around the corner when he went around the corner and came back. And he said somebody had some guy jumped him at the dang liquor stuff. Somebody he wanted to join up after that. That's it. That's when I remember coming back. And they ain't do nothing, man.
This is Isaac. This is Isaac page. This is Isaac page, y'all. This how weak Isaac is.
No views, no views.
This is Isaac page. He all on everybody's stuff doing what? Nothing. 1 minute, 2 minutes, 30 seconds, 10 seconds. This Isaac page. But he get on here want to scoff. This is his page right here.
Yeah.
This is him. This is how he coming.
You want me to pull up his what he done said on our page? I can pull all that up too.
Right? This is Isaac stuff. We finna expose Isaac, man.
He about to be rebuked for his iniquity.
The dumb ass. Yeah. Pull up all the stuff he done said. We're gonna show you what Isaac be saying, man. Isaac's a joke, man. He effeminate brother, man. Just like Officer Yaakov, that brother effeminate, man. You finna be exposed, man, tonight.
It in there too.
All right?
See that right there? And that's all what you can get on this class.
No, I want some old stuff. Cause he been scoffing for a long time. All right? Talking about doctrine flawed, man. The Lord said in 2 Peter chapter 2 and verse 16, he said he will rebuke for his iniquity, the dumb ass. Why did the Lord call him a dumb ass?
It just shows him being on truth.
Right?
The one with the draft start and then Smitten with madness. That's it.
Yeah. He know. In this whole class for his ass too. Sure is. Call it plain, man.
How can nobody watch your classes, Isaac?
Right? This is what Peter's was getting it from. Go to Psalm chapter 32, man. Right? Go to Psalm chapter 32. You ain't got, hey, and I said plain to you, man. I said plain to you, Isaac. You said somebody a liar. Why you don't call us? Is this a lie, Isaac? You don't call us. You don't call me at least 40 times with different phone numbers. Is that a lie, Isaac? Yes or no? Is this a lie, Isaac? Is this a lie? You said that you said that you wanted somebody to kill him and kill us, and you will send somebody out here to kill us. Is that a lie, Isaac? Yes or no? Is that a lie? Is that a lie, Isaac? Yes or no? You literally said that. You literally called us on the phone and said this, But now you over here saying somebody a lie. Isaac, you lying, man.
Throw a rock and hide your hand.
I'm telling you, man, this brother is throwing a rock and straight hide it. I'm talking about, like Benaniyah told him, bro, you adding sin to sin, man. Yeah. This brother literally adding sin to sin, man. Right? Bro, that's madness, man. Go to Psalms 32 and 9, man. Read that.
Book of Psalms, chapter 32, verse 9. Be ye not as the horse or as the mule,
right? Read,
which have no understanding.
This is what he's talking about, man. That's why he said a rebuke for his transition. Isaac, you the police. Won't you call us with your real number then? Yeah. Call us with your real number.
You call us the police?
Yeah.
We the police for the Lord, man. We about these laws.
For real, man. We about the Lord's laws, man.
I'm telling you. Who's
my name Jerubbaal, man.
He know your name. That's how you got to know. Now I ain't want to play.
No, I'm talking about Brian G. My name Jerubbaal, man. That's my name. That's my name, man.
The book of Psalms, chapter 32, verse 9 from the top.
Y'all make sure when on Second Peter chapter 2 and verse 16, you make sure you precept this with Psalm chapter 32 and verse 9, man. Right? Make sure why would we answer a brother question that want us to that gonna send somebody to kill us, man? I need to answer your question, but you're gonna send somebody to kill us. Get the hell off our damn page, man. Damn coward ass man. You ain't nothing but a damn coward, man. I'm saying plain to him, man. Brother's talking about he want to kill somebody, brother. You ain't know nothing. Brother's a damn coward, man. Get on the phone and you calling everybody's number. This brother literally called our phone. From 40 different damn numbers.
That's the police.
Brother, I'm
special agent, man.
I'm talking about this brother called us so many times, man. I'd be surprised if this brother don't get off and just start calling us like a whole bunch of times again, man. And the brother just call you over and over and over and over and over and over again. Damn, that's if that's not spit with madness, man, God dang it, I don't know what the hell is, man. This dude is nuts, man.
You like Craig's girlfriend on Friday.
God dang it, this brother is literally nuts, man. Damn, boy, I'm talking about call you spam wrist over and over. This man literally call our phones from all these different weird numbers. Mm-hmm. We thinking people want to call to get edified. That's him again. What the hell?
Stalking the saints.
Brother, you are insane. Damn, this brother is insane, man.
God.
Wow, this is bro.
All you can do is just laugh at this, man.
That's it, man.
Yeah.
I'm talking about you can't do nothing but laugh.
Why his class is so short? What's 30 seconds gonna do? You wasting somebody's time doing that.
But guess what? Man, look, we get this brother on the phone. We go through the precepts with this brother for hours.
God.
Hours. Precept after precept after precept after understanding. Guess what? You turn around here, you bring people on the phone. Guess what we do? We bring more people on the phone. We let Bruce go do the precepts with them. Yeah. Did we not do all of this?
No, we did.
We got to make it plain. We literally done this. We done this. Isaac literally talked to all the captains here, plus soldiers and officers about precepts. But you tell us that we lied. Look.
He can't refute he can't refute anything that's said with another precept. He just lying and then he get all belligerent.
Because he never can fight the precept with precept, man. The brother sit up here. and be belligerent. So why you think this is why we got to come the way we come? We can't listen. And I'm gonna make this plain for y'all, man. And I don't care who watching it, whatever. We are not gonna back down off of God's words, man. You can come with whatever kind of trick bag you want to bring. You can come with every doctrine you want to bring. Guess what? If you want to come with your military might or whatever you got, man, guess what? We still gonna hold fast to God's word, man.
God.
And we don't care about what y'all want to bring or what y'all kind of harm. Guess what, man? We got in this truth ready to die.
God.
And if any person in this truth is not ready to die for this truth, then get the hell on out of the damn truth, man.
Mm-hmm.
If you're not ready to die for this truth, get the hell out of the truth, man. We don't need you. Go lap the water like a dog. Go back home, man.
God. I got that Proverbs 15 and 28.
Right? Read that out.
The heart of the righteous studieth to answer.
He said the heart of the righteous study to be answered. Been studied to answer, read.
But the mouth of the wicked poureth out evil things.
Because this is what brother normally do. Brother want to pour out evil things.
Mm-hmm.
Brother, we bring thus said the Lord to that's all we ever brought. But to turn around here and people try to misconstrue, screw our words and try to bring us down to not, it's not gonna happen, man.
God.
That's why Captain Yara kicked him, man. Go Sirach 22 and 12. We'll show you why Captain Yara kicked him. We don't do nothing but pull precepts, man.
Argue not with a foolish man.
Right? Sirach chapter 22, man.
The book of Sirach, chapter 22, you said verse 13?
Verse 13, man.
Talk not much with a fool, and go not to him that have no understanding.
Because this brother got no understanding, man. This is why Captain Yara kicked him, man. That's why I said get out the page. Captain Yara said, deuces.
Mm-hmm.
Because this is what brother coming with, man. Read it.
Beware of him, lest thou have trouble, and thou shalt never be defiled with his fooleries.
Right? Because guess what? And this is what brother trying to pull us in so he can be defiled with his foolery, man. Right? Read.
Depart from him, and thou shalt find rest and never be disquieted with madness.
So guess what? To duck and dodge this madness, we got to get away. We got to kick this brother away from us, man. Right? We got to, guess what, brother called us, man? We got to stop answering his questions and everything, man. Let's go to Romans chapter 16. Let's see what that say. We got to literally duck and dodge this brother, man, because the Lord finna deal with this brother, man. The Lord finna literally deal with this brother, man. When you get there, let's read
You
it.
said Romans 16?
Yeah. Verse 17.
The book of Romans, chapter 16, verse 17.
Mm-hmm.
Now I beseech you, brethren.
He said, I beseech you, brother, read.
Mark them which cause divisions and offenses contrary to the doctrines which ye have learned.
And to do what?
And avoid them.
And the Lord told us to avoid them, man. It said, mark them that cause division and contrary to the doctrine which ye have learned, and the Lord told us to avoid them.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Why did the Lord tell us to avoid them? It's finna explain it. Let's read it.
For they that are such serve not our Lord.
So they that are such don't serve our Lord. Who do they serve?
Our Lord Hamashiach Yahushua, but their own belly.
They serving their own bellies. This is what he literally trying to do. Right? Read.
And by good words and fair speeches deceive the hearts of the simple.
Because guess what? That's how brothers want to talk with good words and fair speeches, man. Right? Read.
For your obedience is come abroad unto all men.
Right?
I am glad, therefore, on your behalf.
Read.
But yet I would have you wise unto that which is good.
The Lord told us to be wise to the things that's good. Read.
And simple concerning evil.
And he said, be simple concerning evil, man.
That's tough.
Right? You got to be simple concerning evil. Right?
Wise as the serpent, harmless as
Yeah, we answered questions too. But I had to get a couple of these precepts out, man. I talked for a while. Guess what? I'm going to get back to the precepts. That's how we rolling, man.
God.
Right? Because guess what? The same way this man, the same way that he talking and using his mind and this guy, who made this man's mouth, man? Right? Who made his mouth? Right? Because nobody can say nothing against us unless the Lord allowed them, man. Yeah. Nobody can speak no evil or even say anything against us or even bring evil or harm to us unless the Lord allow it. God got to allow it. Watch this. Go to Exodus chapter 4, man. See what that say. The Lord got to allow that thing, man. Exodus chapter 4. This is the same thing when Moses was asking the Lord. He said, Lord, I'm slow of speech, but what the Lord say, man? Go to Exodus chapter 4 and verse 10, man.
The book of Exodus chapter 4, verse 10. And Moses said unto the Lord,
what he say?
Oh, my Lord, I am not eloquent, neither heretofore, nor since thou hast spoken unto thy servant.
Right.
But I am slow of speech and of a slow tongue.
He said, I'm slow of speech and of a slow tongue. But watch out the Lord say, man. Read it.
And the Lord said unto him,
what he say?
Who have made man's mouth?
The Lord said, who made man's mouth, man? Read.
Or who maketh the dumb, or deaf?
Or deaf, read.
Or the seeing, or the blind? Have not I the Lord?
The Lord said, I make all those things. If the Lord made all these things, the Lord know what you're saying and know what you're doing, man. Right? Brothers got to stop playing with us, man. You got to come with precepts, man. I'm going to tell y'all something, man. I'm going to tell you something, man. I'm going to tell y'all something about brothers in the truth, man. And I'm going to tell y'all especially about those brothers in Battle Axe. If you dealing with Captain Yara, guess what? You got to precept him out, bro. Yeah. If you dealing with Captain Benaniyah, you got to precept him out, man. You dealing with me, you got to precept me out, man. Right? And I'm not going for what fair speeches. Yeah. You can't talk me into no. You got to precept me out. You dealing with, guess what, Captain? You dealing with Officer Keenan or Officer Berakaya or Officer Yaakov. You got to precept them out, man. You dealing with any one of the soldiers over here, you got to precept them out, man. Go on. Guess what? You dealing with our sisters here in Battle Axe, you got to precept them out, man. Right? You got to precept them out, man. Right? He said, can you answer 2 Samuel chapter 6 and verse 11? Let's get into some of these questions right quick. See if they got real questions or they just saying something.
The book of 2 Samuel chapter 6, verse 11. Mm-hmm. And the ark of the Lord continued in the house of Obed-Edom, the Gittite, 3 months. And the Lord blessed Obed-Edom and all his household.
What about it? What questions he asked?
Maybe because he saw Edom in there.
What questions you ask? What questions he's asking about then?
This is when Uzziah was killed for touching the ark.
You said what?
No. I'm saying that's what this is in reference to, this little part that we just read, 6 through 11. That's when Uzziah got killed for touching the ark.
He said, I thought God does. He said, I thought God does help non-Israelite.
That's not God does. So can you prove that he wasn't an Israelite?
That's right. Can you prove that? That's what I'm trying to see.
Because when have the Lord ever just... Wow. I guess because you see the word Edom in there. You know who he is.
Because the word Edom in his name, that makes him an Edomite?
Or Edom just mean red.
Because we got our slave master last name too, so
Yeah.
I'm trying to figure out.
Mm-hmm. You have a scripture.
It says, so David would not remove the ark of the Lord unto him into the city of David, but David carried it aside into his house of Obed-Edom, the Gittite. Let's see. What he come with? What he say?
I guess he's saying that he's a heathen. But this is when I believe that's when the what's the name? When he was dealing with the Philistines.
Watch
yeah,
this.
he killed them.
Watch this. Watch this. Go to 1 Chronicles chapter 26. Chapter 26. Go ahead. And start at verse 1.
The book of 1 Chronicles, chapter 26, verse 1. Concerning the divisions of the porters.
Of the porters. What is a porter?
So who take care of the temple.
What is a porter? A porter is a gatekeeper, right? This concerning the children of Israel, right? Read.
Of the Korhites was Meshullam, the son of Kor, of the sons of Asaph.
The son of Asaph. Who is Asaph, man?
He was he actually wrote in songs. He was a musician.
Just right. He was a musician in song, which was an Israelite, right? We read it.
And the sons of Meshullam were Zechariah, the firstborn, Jadiel,
right,
the second, Zebediah, the third, Zethaniel, the fourth.
Right, jump down to verse 5, man.
Verse 5, Amiel, the sixth, Issachar, the seventh, Pulathai, the eighth.
Matter of fact, jump up to verse 4, Shalaki.
Verse 4, moreover, the sons of Obed-Edom.
This goes into the same person. Obed-Edom was an Israelite, man. I don't know what y'all getting it from, man. Obed-Edom was an Israelite.
That's why his house was blessed.
Right. Read.
Moreover, the sons of Obed-Edom were Shemaiah, the firstborn, Jehozabad, the second, Joab, the third, Sakar, the fourth, and Nathaniel, the fifth.
Obed-Edom lineage traced back through the porters, man. Right. So I don't understand it.
You want verse 8 as well?
Right. Verse 8.
All these of the sons of Obed-Edom, they and their sons and their brethren, able men for strength for the service, were 62 of Obed-Edom.
So this goes into the lineage of Obed-Edom, goes into them being the porters or the people that's the keepers of the gates of the temple, man. This wasn't a heathen, man. Right? It's just a name. Right?
So it says that the Most High blessed his house. And then David went down there. They had no kind of beef, no problem. He got the ark, took it back, and got the dancing.
Right? Because he kept the ark for David, man.
Yeah, he held it down.
Because nobody, no, what happened when the other nations got the ark, man?
They died when they touched it.
They died when they had the ark, man. Why Obed-Edom didn't die? Because Obed-Edom was an Israelite, man.
Yeah.
Right? So what days y'all answer calls to help with precept? We answer calls every day.
Yeah.
We answer call all day service. Numbers open 7 days a week.
Every class, really.
And then we have classes upon classes, man. Right?
That's just it, Samuel.
Is it the same damn question? Did I just answer that for him?
Mm-hmm.
2 Samuel chapter 15 and verse 18. Let's read.
The book of 2 Samuel, chapter 15, verse 18. And all his servants passed on beside him, and all the Cherethites, and all the Pelethites, and all the Gittites, 600 men, which came after him from Gad, passed on before the king.
What you want to know in there?
As you see the word Gittite.
They see Gad pass over before king. Yeah. Gad is a Philistine city.
So he's trying to say, Obed-Edom was a Gittite. So because of that,
that's not true. We just read the lineage of Obed-Edom in 1 Chronicles chapter 26, man. I know.
So he must be dwelled in that land.
Yes, that's it.
That's it.
Listen, Obed-Edom. Listen, we're gonna read this again. Let's go to 1 Chronicles. We're gonna answer this question one more time for you.
Yeah. Back to verse 6.
1 Chronicles chapter 26. This was concerning the divisions of porters. What was the porters? These was gatekeepers in the kingdom, or in David's house all the way to the kingdom. These was gatekeepers for Israelites. No other nation. We don't have heathens in front of our gates.
And they can't come in our temple either.
They can't even come. They can't come in the temple like that. So let's read verse 6, man.
All right. The book of 1 Chronicles, chapter 26, verse 6. Also unto Shemaiah, his son, were sons born that ruled throughout the house of their father.
Right, read.
For they were mighty men of valor.
They were mighty men of valor, man. Read.
The sons of Shemaiah, Othni, and Raphael, and Obed,
Elzabad, read.
Whose brethren were strong men. Elihu,
read.
and Samachiah.
Yeah, right, read.
All these of the sons of Obed-Edom.
These is all sons of Obed-Edom, read.
For they and their sons and their brethren, able men for strength for the service.
For the what?
For the service.
For the service, read.
Were 62 of Obed-Edom.
Right, and these were porters, right? And the children, these are straight porters, man. So no matter how you put it, man, these same porters were children of Israel, man.
Yep, because David appointed them. He wasn't going to go and just get some heathen that can't come in the temple. He's going to go get people that can come in the temple. He's not going to disrespect the Most High, right. Stuff like that.
Even from that he just dwelt in the land, man.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
You know what? This is a good ass read too.
Right.
Because he organized the Levites. He organized the priests. David appointed the musicians for the temple. David appoints supporters for the temple. David appoints treasurers for the temple.
Right.
He appointed Levites to oversee Israel worship.
Even when you go to First Chronicles, watch this.
Oh, that's where Benaniyah came from.
Yeah.
12 captains, one for each month. Where you want to go out?
Even when you go to First Chronicles, it explains what a porter is, man. Even when you go to First Chronicles, chapter 9 and verse 21, man. Start at verse 20.
The book of First Chronicles, chapter 9, verse 20. And Phineas.
No, jump up to verse 18, man.
Verse 18. Who here too waited in the king's gate eastward.
Who waited in the king's gate eastward? Read.
They were porters.
They was what?
They were porters.
They were porters. Read.
In the companies of the children of Levi.
Oh, these came from the children of Levi, right? Because they did the office in the temples, man.
God.
Read, man.
And Shalom, the son of Kor,
right?
The son of Esabah,
right?
The son of Korah,
right?
And his brethren of the house of his father, the Korahites, were over the work of the service keepers of the gates of the tabernacle.
Of the tabernacle, read.
And their fathers, being over the host of the Lord, were keepers of the entry.
Because this is what the orders were. They was the keepers of the entry, right? Coming into the tabernacle, man. This is what we trying to explain to you, man.
Teach up.
Right? Watch this. Verse 20.
Verse 20. And Phineas, the son of Eleazar, was the ruler over them in time past.
So this was Phineas that was ruler over them in times past, right? Read.
And the Lord was with him.
Right, read.
And Zechariah, the son of Meshullam, was porter of the door of the tabernacle of the congregation.
Guess what? They've been having porters since the tabernacle congregation, man. Verse 22, watch how I read.
Verse 22, all these which were chosen to be porters.
Just hold on. Hold on. All these was chosen to be porters, man, right? Read.
All these which were chosen to be porters in the gates.
In the gates, read.
Were 212.
Right? Because the Lord literally chose porters for the 4-hour gates, man. Right? Read.
These were reckoned by their genealogy.
They was reckoned by their genealogy. This is what we going into trusting God. We literally going into the genealogy. That's why we literally in the First Chronicles chapter 26 first. Right? But read.
They were reckoned by their genealogies in their villages.
In their villages, right? Read on.
David.
Who did?
Whom
David, read.
And Samuel.
read.
The seer.
These were prophets, read.
Did ordain in their set office.
So what tribe did the porters come from? It literally just told you. What tribe were the porters coming from? We literally just read this. What tribes were the porters? There wasn't another nation. Yeah, he wanted to deal with that, man.
Give him a hint. It's the Haitians.
Right? It says David and Samuel appointed these people. Right?
Let me get that 23.
Right? Read it.
So they and their children had the oversight of the gate.
He said they and their children had the oversight of the gates. Read.
Of the house of the Lord.
Of the house of the Lord. Read.
Namely, the house of the tabernacles by wards.
By words, right? So when we jump back over to First Chronicles chapter 26, this is where it's coming from. So when we see the divisions of porters and we see Obed-Edom name in there, this literally goes into what you was reading.
Let me write this down.
All right. This literally go into what you was reading.
So what was you trying to?
So when he reads when you go back to 2 Samuel, let's go back to 2 Samuel. Let's go back to the precept.
Hold on.
Don't even write it down. Just take your time.
You start at 18?
Yeah, he's at verse 18.
You want that 9?
What did he start from? 2 Samuel what?
6.
Huh?
2 Samuel 6 and 11.
That's where he started from?
Yeah,
Yeah, this is what he initially started from 2 Samuel chapter 6 and verse 11, right? So what he tried to pull is try to go a way around it. But to answer that question, you can go to 1 Chronicles chapter 9, verse 17 through 22. Jump over to First Chronicles
26.
and you can read
1 through 8.
26 verses 1 through 8, and you'll answer all those questions for you. Right? But by him being a okay. So Brian G, what is Brian G talking about? I never said all Levites were priests, but the ones that was appointed to do the offices in the any Levite that was appointed to do the office in the temple was what? We're gonna let you answer that question.
What was Aaron?
Any Levite, and we just saying, I'm gonna say any Levite, man, that was appointed to do the office in the temple was what? Were they priests or not? We're gonna let you let's marinate on that one.
Why did they give the offering?
He said Cornelius being a non-Israelite being saved. You can't prove Cornelius was a non-Israelite. You can't prove Brian G. You cannot prove that Cornelius was a non-Israelite. We're gonna go to Acts chapter 10 in a minute. You know we deal with precept, but we don't play games. But we do deal with precept though, for sure.
I mean, I was born in Germany, but I'm Bahamian. What is
That's
that?
easy.
I'm a Jerubbaal.
He was in Rome. He said he was an Italian man. He was an Italian man. He said that's easy. He was in Rome. He was in the Roman army, brother. Guess what? Paul was in the Roman army too.
Yeah.
Paul was in the Roman army too. So let's say something else. You gotta have more information in there because Paul was in the Roman army too.
There's a lot of Chinese in the American army.
Right? Come on, Brian G. That's not easy because Paul was in the Roman army too. Brother, just answer your question. Come on with it. Bring a precept for Paul being in the Roman army. Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
Watch this. Let's go. They be looking for that. They be looking for it. Y'all know we won't smoke. Hey, Brian G. Hey, we got you.
Yeah, we got you, bud.
We got you, my boy. Still. I'm gonna see if I can go precept upon precept with it a little bit. Okay. Wait a minute. See if I can find this before I make it to. Because I already know where I want to go already. I already know where I want to go. Right? Watch this. What I want. Okay, here you go. Let me see. And okay. Standing. Seeing the sun in the right hand. Casting. He kneeled down. Damn, man, it's one. I want that one in Acts chapter 7 too, though. Hey, trust in God, man. Let it go, man. Let it go, man.
Somebody else on the podium. Hold your peace.
Right, for real. What a one with Saul standing there watching Steph. First. Let me see if I can get the one right there too. Give me a second. I got you. See if I can line it up for him a little bit.
When they brought the clothes to him?
Yeah.
That is right.
Yeah, say cast him to the city and stone him with the lay hand and clothes the young man. And Stephen called upon the Lord and kneel down. No, that ain't wrong. Watch this.
He was executed in 54 through 60. Right there, 58.
I see that.
Okay. That's when Saul was right there watching. And then they wanted to kill Saul after that.
Yeah, they did. Watch this.
That's in verse 9, though.
Watch this. Let's go to Acts right quick. Chapter 22. Go. Let's go chapter 22. Watch how I read. You stay with us right quick. Watch how we read it. Watch this. Stay with us right quick.
All right. I'm in Acts 22. Where you want me to start at? What, 29? When you say he was a Roman?
Yes, I want you to go up higher than it. Go to verse 27.
27? All right. The book of Acts.
No. Start at verse 25.
The book of Acts, chapter 22, verse 25. And as they bound him with the thongs,
all right, read on.
Paul said unto the centurion that stood by, is it lawful for you to scourge a man that is a Roman and uncondemned?
Right, read on.
When the centurion heard that, he went and told the chief captain, saying, take heed what thou doest.
All right, he said, take heed what you doing, read.
But this man is a Roman.
Right, he said, this man is a Roman, read.
Then the chief captain came and said unto him, tell me, art thou a Roman?
Right,
He said, yea. And the chief captain answered, with a great sum obtained I this freedom. And Paul said, but I was freeborn.
Right, read on.
Then straightway they departed from him, which should have examined him. And the chief captain also was afraid.
Right, read.
After he knew that he was a Roman.
Right.
And because he had bound him on the morrow, because he would have known the certainty wherefore he was accused of the Jews,
right,
he loosed him from his bands.
From his bands, read.
And commanded the chief priests and all their council to appear, and brought Paul down and set him before them.
Right. We finna get ready to go into it. I just want to touch this part because we need to watch. It never said, no, it didn't say it right there, but watch how I read. We got you. Brian G, hold your horse. We got you. Go to chapter. We got to get this context going on, man. Mm-hmm. Right? Jump over to chapter 23.
Yeah.
And start at verse 10.
The book of Acts, chapter 23 and verse 10.
Right.
And when there arose a great dissension, the chief captain, fearing lest Paul should have been pulled in pieces of them, commanded the soldiers to go down and to take him by force.
Right. Matter of fact, Shalaki. I want to jump over to chapter 21. 21. Chapter 21, start at verse 37. That's what I want.
The book of Acts, chapter 21, verse 37.
Mm-hmm.
And as Paul was to be led into the castle, he said unto the chief captain, may I speak unto thee? Who said, canst thou speak Greek?
Right, read on.
Art not thou that Egyptian which before these days made it an uproar and led us out into the wilderness 4,000 men that were murderers?
So who was how did Paul get these 4,000 men that was murderers? Where did these men come from?
Mm-hmm.
Brian G, where did these men come from?
Sound like an army to me.
We're going to answer that question, though. Where did he get these men from? But read on.
Well, Paul said, I am a man which am a Jew of Tarsus,
mm-hmm.
a city in Sicilia, a citizen of no mean city, and I beseech thee, suffer me to speak unto the people.
Right? Watch this. How did he do that? I'm going to show you how he did it. Watch how he did it. Jump over.
22 and 3.
No.
Right.
Watch how he did it. No, let's keep reading because I need some more on it.
Verse 40. And when he had given him license,
And as he gave him license, what happened?
Paul stood on the stairs and beckoned with the hand unto the people.
What did he say?
And when there was made a great silence, he spoken to them in the Hebrew tongue, saying,
What did he say?
Men, brethren, and fathers, hear ye my defense,
Right.
which I make now unto you. And when they heard that he spake the Hebrew tongue to them,
Right,
they
read.
kept the more silence. And he saith,
What did he say?
I am verily a man which am a Jew, born in Tarsus.
He said, I'm a man, a Jew that was born in Tarsus, man. Read.
A city in Sicilia. Or, yeah, I guess that's Sicilia, if I'm saying that right. Yet brought up in this city at the feet of Gamaliel.
Right, read.
And taught according to the perfect manner of the law of the fathers.
Right, read.
And was zealous towards God, as ye all are this day.
Read on.
And I persecuted this way unto the death.
He said, I persecuted this way unto the death. Read.
Binding and delivering into prisons both men and women.
How did Paul throw these people to prison? And how did he throw these people into prison? Who prison he was throwing these people into? Yeah. Who prison was Paul throwing these people into? How to deal with that, right? Paul was literally throwing our people into prison, right? We know he led out 4,000 men, guess what, bringing our people to the slaughter, but he also was throwing these people into prison. The same prison that he was going to get tried by, right? Read.
As also the high priest doth bear me witness, and all the estate of the elders, from whom also I received letters unto the brethren,
right? And
went to Damascus to bring them which were bound unto Jerusalem for to be punished.
For to be punished. This is what he was doing, man. Right? This is literally what Paul was doing. He was grabbing our people up, man, and he was killing our people, man. Right? He was literally throwing our people into prison, man. We read chapter 21 onto 22. All right? For real, man. Right? I just wanted to kind of touch on that more. I mean,
too.
When
it says, and when he came upon the stairs, so it was that he was born of the soldiers for the violence of the people. Born of the soldiers. You were enlisted.
Where we at?
I seen that in verse 35 in chapter 22 of Acts. It said, born unto the soldiers.
That's not
enlisted.
That's verse 21, 35.
Yeah, 21, 35.
We read 21 to 35. Right?
Because he was doing a military campaign. He went to Corinth. He went to Ephesus.
Right? He was doing military campaign. He was going throughout the land of Israel, capturing our people and putting them into prison.
That's what they'll land.
That's literally what when Paul's name was Saul, he literally was going out, seeing our people and destroying our people. He was literally there when Stephen got stoned, man. He literally watched Stephen get stoned.
They brought him his clothes.
Right? Trusting God. Did you see what we read, trusting God, about your first answer? I just want to know, did you see that?
So do you understand or what?
Did you understand or not? Trusting God. Did you understand it? That wasn't for the Roman army. That was for the Jewish army. That was not, brother.
We didn't have a jail. How we gonna put, man?
Brother Brian G. What was
Why did he have to tell the soldier that he was a Roman then?
right?
If we had our own jail, why are we telling them that? That shouldn't even matter.
For real.
It
So
was rules of
Brian G.
engagement.
Brian G. You got to stick with this first. We going to John the Baptist. That's fine. That's not true. Trusting God. Just he's scoffing, man.
What is going?
Talking about, he said Obed-Edom is a Philistine from Gat.
What? How do you prove that? Go ahead and prove it.
They just keep on going. Like,
No, just go ahead and prove it.
it's like the same thing. It's like the same thing.
King Herod had a jail. What was King Herod? Wasn't an Israelite. Of course he had a jail. Do we own jails now? Y'all believe Michael Jordan owned a prison. Come on, man. Don't do that. So when they have the Ishmaelites down there at the border, wrapping them up in an aluminum foil blanket, separating them from the children, I guess that's our jail too. The Mexican-American jail. We have no might in our hands.
Was not Herod part of the Roman Greco captivity, man?
God.
I just want to know, was Herod not part of Roman Greco? And
why was he afraid to kill the disciple if he was one of us? It makes no sense, bro. And Herod got a whole lap dance in front of everybody.
Watch this. Go to Acts 21.
I'm there.
Verse 33. Let's go ahead and go with the hitter, man.
The book of Acts, chapter 21, verse 33.
Brian G, listen real good.
Get a little closer so you can hear me even better.
Brian G, listen real good. Acts chapter 21, we're going to start at verse 33.
Verse 33. Then the chief captain came near and took him and contained him to be bound with 2 chains and commanded who he was and what he had done.
So they commanded Paul and asked Paul what he have done. Mm-hmm. Right? They commanded him and asked Paul what he have done. Watch this, read.
And some cried one thing.
Some cried one thing, read.
Some another.
Some cried another, read.
Among the multitude. And when he could not know the certainty for the tumult, he commanded him to be carried into the castle. So
get what the tumult was, what they were doing, they were beating Paul. Mm-hmm. They was literally beating Paul.
God.
Verse 35.
Verse 35. And when he came upon the stairs, so it was that he was born of the soldiers for the violence of the people.
What does that mean? Just want to know. What does that mean?
For the multitude of the people followed after crying, away with him.
Right, because they wanted to kill Paul.
Mm-hmm. And as Paul was to be led into the castle, he said unto the chief captain, may I speak unto thee? Who said, canst thou speak Greek?
That's why.
Now that was our jail. What we got to talk in Greek for? When we had Greek soldiers protecting our
If this was our jail, Brian G, why is the guard asking Paul, can you speak Greek? Right?
Mm-hmm.
I know.
We'll be all right.
Yeah. Man, I'm glad Brian G got a respect for Dexter. That's some good stuff, Brian G. You're going to start learning something, man. You keep on coming on the platform, man.
All praises.
All praise. Dexter, man, you need to get Brian G number, man. Chop it up with brother, man. Mm-hmm. That brother, come on in this truth, man. Stop playing, man.
Just trying to get that understanding. We understand.
Right?
Did we answer your question, brother? Why aren't you teaching Dexter?
Yeah. What do you want? Acts chapter 16.
Did that answer his question? Because if the Romans and the Greeks had to let him go, just before that, the Jews wanted to kill him. So if we had our own jail, they would have been dead. He would have got this far.
No, they wouldn't.
He got arrested by another jurisdiction. You got more questions?
It says, Philip accused me. Yeah.
Excuse me, like this.
Philip excused me. In Acts chapter 16, Paul was in the jail, in Philistine jail, right? Let's see what Paul was at.
He was in Macedonia.
He was in Macedonia. He was in Macedonia.
Yeah, that's what Timothy caught up with him.
On verse 6.
He was saying Philippi or Philippi and Silas.
Philippi.
Mm-hmm.
I said Philippi,
Thyatira.
when he cast the demons out of the girl who was scoffing.
Yeah, he was in Macedonia.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a little bit later on.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was in a Philippian jail. Well, the
Yeah.
Philippian jailer,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, he's a Philippian jailer.
But it might have been in Philippians.
Start at verse 6, man.
Verse 6?
Yeah.
16 and 6.
Yeah.
The book of Acts, chapter 16, verse 6. Now when they had gone throughout Phrygia, the region of Galatia.
Galatia.
Okay. Galatia.
They was in the region of Galatia, man. Read.
And were forbidden of the Holy Ghost to preach the word in Asia.
Right, read on.
After they were come to Messiah or Mesa, they essayed to go into Bithynia, but the Spirit suffered, and they passing by Messiah came down to Troas.
Yeah.
And the vision appeared to Paul in the night.
Right, read.
There stood a man in Macedonia, and prayed him, saying, "Come over to Macedonia and help us."
Right, read on.
And after he had seen the vision, immediately we endeavored to go into Macedonia, assuredly gathering that the Lord had called us for to preach the gospel unto them.
Right, read on.
Therefore, losing from Troas, we came with the straight course of Samothracia or Samothracia. There we go. Had to slow it down. Samothracia, and the next day to Neapolis,
read.
and from thence to Philippi, which is the chief city of the part of Macedonia.
This is a chief city of the part of the Macedonia, read.
And a colony.
This is a colony, read.
And we were in that city abiding certain days.
Right, so they basically was it. Let's go to 1 Maccabees chapter 1, verse 1.
The book of 1 Maccabees, chapter 1, verse 1. And it happened after that Alexander, son of Philip, the Macedonian, who came out of the land of Chittim, had smitten Darius, king of the Persians and Medes, that he reigned in his stead the first over Greece.
The first over where?
Over Greece.
This was the first over Greece, man. So this land is what?
Greece.
Goes into the Greek code. Roman Greco goes into Greece. This land mass with Greece.
Oh. But the Greek and Romans were like cousins, wasn't it?
Yeah,
in a sense.
they go one and the same in the captivity. We went from Roman to Greece.
God. Same heathen.
Same heathen. Just like the Persian and Medes, they was together, the Roman Greco. Just like, let me show you.
333 BC.
Early. Just like, I'm gonna show you. Let me see. Bro, when that mud started doing this on that X, bro.
What?
Like everything that you seen, I seen been like coming to this page right here.
I don't know.
They all look like to me.
They all look a little like to me. Yep.
So from this time, okay, during the Roman Greco, after the Roman Greco captivity, you had your Dark Ages. For it, you had your medieval times, right? You had your medieval times. You had the King Arthurs.
The Renaissance.
What else?
What? Then they do the Holy Crusades during that time with the Knights Templar.
I'm gonna try to pull this up for y'all right quick.
There was a lot of things going on because the Renaissance is when they had those Edomites that painted over the face of Christ, the angels, the apostles, and everything. As you can get that book, The Roman Icons, where it showed and they admitted that they actually did that. They tried to whitewash the Bible. Fair use only. This right here is for fair use only.
Fair use only. Watch this.
A little bit closer.
This is fair use only, man.
Yeah.
This is not our video. This is not our content, and this is not our video. This is already posted online. We just looking at the content.
Black Knights, King Arthur.
Breastplate. You see the Urim and the Thummim, don't you? This goes into the Dark Age. Just want y'all to see that, man. These things, this is history. This is secular history that you can look up, man.
God. And the word Moor just means black. So when they talked about King Arthur being a Moor, right, he was darker and taller than Lancelot and all the rest of them. I was reading that mug today.
Right.
I was like, that's deep.
This mug got some history, man. I'm talking about this is secular history that you can go into, man. To my brothers and sisters literally can go into that secular history and just really learn a lot out of that thing, man. All right? Man, but shit, that's all I got for today, man.
What is that? Indo-Club? Oh, that's Bala. Can Knights Templar are known today as Jehovah's Witnesses?
Right.
So they are in prison in Greece. What does that have to do with you answering Acts 16? We already answered it. You're just not paying attention. What you doing, playing with your fingers? Worse than my children, bro. Pay attention, man.
We just already went to that.
That's why Christ had to say, verily, verily. Y'all ain't paying attention, man. Like, come on, bro.
Come on.
Or read it up.
That's why they call it Dark Ages. We already answered that question. Trusting God, you're not paying attention, man.
Leaning on his own understanding. That's why he don't get it. Do you have a point that you're trying to make with giving that scripture? Because we proved the other one. Now you want this one. So we're just trying to make sure you have an understanding.
This is what we understand. When we deal with our people, you answer one question, they want another question answered, then another one, because they want to find a way to catch you up.
I don't even think you want to, but
Oh, that's fine though.
Yeah. Take your notes.
Acts 10:28 says that
I can easily do that. If I'm born in Germany, right, and I come to America, I got dual citizenship, right? So at the end of the day, he was just involved inside of the actual military of the Italians. That's it. That's it. That's it. Just like now, they got people going into the draft. They're gonna do it like they do all the time. They're gonna go right into prison and get those people that's willing to go over there and shoot and not ask no questions. Okay, read out that precept, though, please, for everyone to hear. That he was just a part of the Italian band. Okay. No different than Paul being a Roman gatherer or hitman, if you want to call it that.
Read Acts 10:28.
I got you. The book of Acts, chapter 10, verse 28. And he said unto them, ye know how that it is unlawful thing for a man that is a Jew.
That man that is a Jew doing what?
Keep company or come unto one of another nation. But God hath shewed me that I should not call any man common or unclean. Therefore came I unto...
Well, I don't know.
Oh, so
that's all he wanted. Okay, we read it. Give us some understanding, Brian G. We read it. Give us some understanding, Brian G. And we're going to show you what this is talking about.
Wait, hold on. Got it right here. In verse 2.
Bro, we just letting them...
Verse 2, tell them right there that he an Israelite.
Cornelius was from another nation.
You cannot read 10 and 2.
I'm going to let Ehud break it down, man. Go ahead out.
We're going over to Acts chapter 10, and we're going to jump up to verse 2, right? It says, a devout man and one that feared God with all his house.
Hold on. Before I know Ehud want to go. I got to bring this first. I'm going to read Acts chapter 10 and verse 28 for you, and I'm going to explain to you what this is meaning. This does not mean Cornelius is from another nation. The book of Acts chapter 10 and verse 28. And he said unto them, ye know how that it is an unlawful thing for a man that is a Jew to keep company or to come unto one of another nation. But God had shewed me that I should not call any man common or unclean. I'm going to show you what this is come from. Right? We do agree that this was a vision that Peter had, right? We do agree, right? Hold on. That's the reason why I want to answer this before he get to verse 2. As I want to get this before we get to verse 2, right? Hold on, Brian G. I want to get this before we get to verse 2, right? This is crazy. This is how you break this down. Jump up to verse. This is Peter being in a trance, verse 12.
The book of Acts, chapter 10, verse 12. Wherein were all manner of four-footed beasts of the earth, and wild beasts, and creeping things, and fowls of the air. And there came a voice unto him, Rise, Peter, kill and eat. But Peter said, Peter said, Not so, Lord, for I have never eaten anything that is common or unclean.
This is Peter talking about something that he had never ate, nothing that was common and unclean. This has nothing to do with Cornelius. You just said this. That's the reason why I wanted to stop him before he get to that. Right? I'm gonna give you a better understanding of that. This what Peter was talking. What they was talking about with Peter was in Acts chapter 10 and verse 28. This goes into him never eating anything common or unclean. No, I'm not jumping around like crisscross. You asked me about Acts chapter 10 verse 28. He started. Ehud finna go to Acts chapter 2. Now I said no. We not going there first, right? Because you literally want to go this, and you want to know the answer, and I'm literally trying to give you the answer, man. Right? So when we read down to Acts chapter 10 and verse 28, this common and unclean food that the Lord is telling Peter to eat was what?
Man.
This goes into men. This is not talking about animals, right? Because Peter literally told the Lord, he said, Lord, I never ate anything common or unclean. I ain't never did this.
Yeah.
Listen to the context of the scripture. That's just stay here, man. Because we ain't got to run from that. We not running from this. We just trying to make sure we give a good I gave Ehud a shot to get it, to see which way he's gonna go. Even though that's a good way to go, but that's a longer way. We're gonna literally take you right to what this is going into. So that's the reason why once again, Brian G, when you jump down to 28, you don't got to go all the way up because that's not concerning that. We going into Peter's vision, right? And we know this goes into Peter's vision. Watch this. Go to verse 25 and we read down. This goes into Peter's vision. This is not going into Cornelius' vision. Or who Cornelius is. This goes into Peter's vision. Jump down to verse 25.
Verse 25. And as Peter was coming in, Cornelius met him,
right,
and fell down at his feet and worshipped him.
Right.
But Peter took him up, saying,
But Peter took him up, saying what?
Stand up.
Say, stand up, read.
I myself also am a man.
Right, read on.
And as he talked with him, he went in and found many that were come together.
Right, read on.
And he said unto them, ye know how that it is unlawful thing for a man that is a Jew to keep company or come unto one of another nation. But God has showed me.
But God has showed Peter what?
That I should not call any man common or unclean.
Now, when we read verse 12 and 14, this tell us that the Lord said, I shouldn't call any man common or unclean. Mm-hmm. Meaning, he shouldn't call no Israelite common or unclean.
God.
No, he did not accept him as an Israelite. I mean, he did not accept him as a Gentile. Watch this. Watch how I read, Brian G. Jump down to verse 22. We stand in the same chapter. Watch how I read.
Go after two.
Watch this. Read it.
The book of Acts, chapter 10, verse 22.
Pay attention real good, Brian G. Read.
And they said Cornelius.
Read.
The centurion, a just man.
They said it's a just man. Read.
And one that feared God.
Read.
And of good report among all the nation of the Jews.
Hold on. Why do they say all the nations of the Jews? It's only one nation.
Mm-hmm. Why
do they say all nations of the Jews?
It's Israel.
Because it's more. It said all the nations. I hope you can't caught that, Brian G. It said all the nations of the Jews. What does that mean?
Was one.
Hold on, I'm asking the question.
You know,
what's all the nations of the Jews? What's that?
That's his family.
That's the Israelites, right?
That's it.
That's all the nations of the Jews.
All 12 tribes.
Another nation, meaning not of the Jews. That's true. But let me ask y'all a question. I got y'all. Let me ask y'all a question. Is all 12 tribes Jews? Yeah.
Got him.
It's all 12 tribe Jews. Yeah, Brian G, we got to deal with it, man. Mm-hmm. It's all 12 tribe Jews. Or is it just Judah, Benjamin, and Levi it's talking about?
God.
Is it just Judah, Benjamin, and Levi is it talking about?
Mm-hmm.
It said no, there's a distinction between Jews and nations. No.
That's why I was gonna go from 2 to 22.
Watch this.
I know 22 is gonna go.
Yes, all 12 Jews, of course. No, that's wrong. That's wrong. Brian G.
Wait.
All 12 tribes are not Jews.
Wait, let me finish 22, but I didn't answer.
Listen, I got him. Don't worry about it. I got him. I got him.
With no other nation.
Right?
Dealing with this man.
Right? I got it.
I'm sorry, bro. I wasn't the teacher.
I know.
Salakia, man.
I got it. Right? Because this thing ain't answer itself, right? But man, go ahead, man. Go
so
home,
like I was gonna say, was warned from God by a holy angel to send for thee unto his house and to hear words of thee. When has the Most High dealt with any other nation? He says, "You only have I known out of all the families of the earth." When was he dealing with a heathen? When was he warning them that he was going to do something?
Okay, appreciate you guys though. Bring out the whole chapter and read it all the way down.
What are we?
Okay. If we do that, hey, listen. So Joe, watch this. Hold on. Hold on. Watch this. Let's go to Matthew chapter 4 right quick. Let's see what we're going to read this. We're going to read this Matthew chapter 4, but then we're going to go back. Right? Mm-hmm. Matthew chapter 4, verse 4. No, I want verse 13.
The book of Matthew chapter 4, verse 13.
Verse 12.
Verse 12.
I need them extras.
Now when Yahushua had heard that John was cast into prison, he departed into Galilee.
So Christ departed into Galilee, right?
And leaving Nazareth, he came and dwelt in...
Hey, Brian G. Brian G. You said all 12 tribes was Jews. That wasn't true. Mm-hmm. But we gonna give you some understanding, right? Because some of the northern tribe, this is what the Lord called the northern tribe. Watch this. Let's pay attention real good. Read.
And leaving Nazareth, he came and dwelt in
Capernaum. Read on.
Which is upon the sea coast, and in the borders of Zebulun and Naphtali.
Christ was at Zebulun and at Naphtali, right? Read.
That it might be fulfilled, which was spoken by Isaiah the prophet, saying
what?
The land of Zebulun.
The land of Zebulun, read.
And the land of Naphtali.
And land of Naphtali, read.
By the way of the sea beyond Jordan, Galilee of the Gentiles.
Why did they call Naphtali and Zebulun Gentile?
Let's do a whole nother class to bring all of that.
Why did they say that? I mean, I just be want to know. Why did they call them Gentiles?
Because they wasn't Jews. The only Jews was of Judah.
Because only Jews was of Judah. Judah, Benjamin, and Levi.
God. And if you're wondering why those three are in one, because Judah was the actual rulership. Levi was the
Brian G, you saying come on.
Ordained priests. And the Benjamites.
Hold on. You saying come on, but Brian G, check this out. You saying come on, but guess what, Brian G? Let me explain something to you. You saying come on. It's not Zebulun a people before there was a land. Let's just come on, man.
Yeah, try. Do I gotta go to Genesis?
Right? Did the temple get tore down right here?
I don't think so.
Was that 70 AD? Let me see.
That was 70 AD.
Let me see. The temple got knocked down 70 AD. So Christ was talking about. Christ went to Jerusalem too, then, right?
Yeah.
And he was in the temple, right?
Yeah.
And they was calling this land what?
Yeah.
Brian G.
Galilee of Gentiles.
You wish and get what? Dexter wish he could talk to you in person too. Watch this. Let's give you some little bit more. Watch this. Let's go to John chapter 4. We're gonna listen real good. Listen real good. Watch this.
4:4.
Verse 3.
The book of John, chapter 4, verse 3.
He said, well, this is John chapter 4, verse 3, man. Read this.
He left Judea.
He left Judea, read.
And departed again unto Galilee.
And he came to Galilee, read.
And he must needs go through Samaria.
And he had to go to Samaria, man. And we know what Samaria is. The capital of Ephraim, right? Well, let's go. Let's read it.
Then cometh he to a city, Samaria, which is called Sychar,
Right?
near the parcel of ground that Jacob gave to his son Joseph.
That's in Genesis chapter 48 and verse 5.
Mm-hmm. And at 33 and 19.
Stick him up, right? Read.
Now Jacob's well was there. Yahushua, therefore, being weary with his journey, sat thus on the well. And it was about the 6th hour. There cometh a woman of Samaria.
There came a woman of Samaria, read.
To draw water. Yahushua said unto her,
What did he say?
Give me to drink. For his disciples were gone away into the city to buy meat.
Right, read on.
Then he said, the woman of Samaria unto him, How is it that thou, being a Jew, askest drink of me, which am a woman of Samaria? For the Jews have no dealings with the Samaritans.
Why the Jews got no dealing with the northern tribe, man?
Hosea 4 and 17.
Why? Ryan G. Come on, man.
I know.
Guess what? These scriptures be plain unto the holy, but they be stumbling block, man, to the wicked, man.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Why is this woman? She started talking about Jacob's well. They sitting at Jacob's well.
God.
They literally, and that's the precept.
One is like
Moses, the messenger, that's the precept. And Dexter, because he can't answer the question. Only thing he gonna say, come on, Cal, come on. Right?
I said that was 4:17.
Yeah, that's what I say. That was good. That's good.
I thought I said the wrong thing.
No, you good.
Okay.
Watch this. But watch how it read. It's got, man, y'all just read this fundamental because this got more information. It leads into the same thing that we read in Acts, right? Watch this, right? Watch this. Read on.
Yahushua answered and said unto her,
What did he say to her?
Thou knewest the gift of God, and who it is that saith to thee, Give me to drink.
Right, read on.
Thou would have asked of him, and he would have given thee living water.
So he said he would have gave you living water, right? Read on.
The woman saith unto him,
What's she say?
Thou hast nothing to draw with, and the well is deep. From whence then hast thou that living water?
Hey, Brian G, pay attention real good. Real damn good. Verse 12.
Verse 12. Art thou greater than our father Jacob?
Why did she say that? She just said that the Jews did not have any dealings with the people of Samaria. Now she called the same people from Samaria, and she asked Christ, are you greater than our father Jacob?
Our father Jacob.
Why is it saying that?
Of the 12 tribes.
It's got to make sense, man. This is what we try to say, Brian G. Scripture's got to make sense, man.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody's going to contradict Christ. Nobody in the Bible is going to contradict Christ, man. Who can stand up against God's son, man? Who can do that?
Nobody.
God, you just blurting out a whole bunch of stuff, man. Man, he just be saying something, man. What?
Babylon under the Persians according to 1 Chronicles 9.
Brian G. Okay, I answered them questions out of Acts chapter 10. But when I'm going into this other stuff, Brian G., you act like you don't want to listen to none of this.
Jesus is God, but nobody saw the face of God, so how's she having a conversation with him? Come on, man. So Moses couldn't see his face.
A woman of Samaria asking Christ, are you greater than our father Jacob? Why is she saying that? Because guess what? She was a part of the 12 tribes too.
God, Ephraim.
And she knew that the Lord was what? What she knew?
A Jew.
The Lord was a Jew.
Come on, man.
And she wasn't calling herself a Jew. Brian G., that's what I'm trying to tell you. She was not calling herself a Jew.
She got the house of Judah, the house of Israel.
right?
The southern kingdom.
He just want to blurt out something else because he in the trick box. Every time they get in the trick box, don't blurt out nothing else. Because she...
Let's stay in Acts 10.
Listen, Brian G. We answered them questions in Acts chapter 10.
Let me just do it, bro. Because I got to, because it's gonna really...
She's saying why she said this. Man, I'm telling you, we just went over Acts chapter 10 with Brian G, man.
Let me just go ahead and break it for him. All right. The book of Acts chapter 10 verse 2. A devout man and one that feared God with all his house. What heathen feared God? And I can show you where heathens never called on his name and they don't fear him. Let's go to Psalms 55 and 19. Let's prove it. Got to go all the way around the corner sometimes, dog.
Hello, no, you ain't. We ain't finna go all around the corner. Oh, you go, you
15 and 19?
No.
You know what? That heathens can't keep the law of God. Which
Watch
gave
this.
much alms to the people
man.
and prayed to God.
No, hold on, man. Hold on. Hold your peace, man.
The book of Acts chapter 10 verse 1. And said, Cornelius, thy prayer is heard, and thy alms are had a remembrance in the sight of God.
Well, how did he get heard, man?
You only have one.
I know, man. He hood on it, man. Watch this. Jump down to verse 34. Watch this.
Verse 34. Then Peter opened his mouth and said, of a truth, I perceive that God is no respect of persons.
Right, read on.
But in every nation, he that fears him and work of righteousness is accepted with him.
Right.
The word which God sent unto the children of Israel, preaching peace by Hamashiach Yahushua.
Hold on. Why they not calling them all Jews? Why they call them Israel? Why? Why is they not calling them all? Why do they not calling them all Jews? Why do they call them all Israel?
Why is there a northern and southern kingdom? Who is that?
Because it's a northern and southern kingdom. That's what we was breaking down in Matthew chapter 4. All right, Matthew chapter 5. Chapter 4. And this is what Matthew chapter 4, and that's what we were breaking down in John chapter 4, right?
Like Christ has to put it back together as one stick.
That's why Christ has to. Why do you think it's talking about the covenant when he's talking about Judah and Israel? Why do you think it does that? And then at the end, guess what it calls it? Brian G. Come on, man. Why is it saying Israel right here? Because Israel was what? Scattered in every nation.
God.
Do we need to go get that? I think we do. Shit, let's go.
I always just say that when the heathen prayed to God and God heard his prayer. That's what heathen, you know what I'm saying? That is not one account.
You look at this is what Brian G keeps saying. Come on. Come on.
Where we going?
Come on. Brian G. Dexter, we're going to let you handle him, Dexter. Because Brian G don't like to hearken to scriptures, man.
So give us the scripture that shows without a doubt that Cornelius is a heathen. There's only so many chapters in Acts, bro. The Bible has said what it said. Let me read this Baruch 3:6. The book of Baruch, chapter 3, verse 36.
I need this second edges too.
He have found out all the way of knowledge and have given it unto Jacob, his servant, and to Israel, his beloved. He didn't give anything to the heathens, but they went up there. That's it.
Yeah.
What, that second Ezra is 9 and 7 and 59 or something?
Mm-mm. He just can't even keep the commandment.
That's the one I just read.
Which was second Ezra 7.
Oh, no,
It's right here.
second Ezra. I was reading Baruch. That's what I messed up right there. The book of Second Ezra, chapter 3, verse, and I'm going to start at 35. Or when was it that they...
Bring it out, Captain. You already. That's it. This is what we need.
I was reading, what's the name, Baruch.
Start at verse 32, man. We need all the extras. Man, we like Dunman, man. We ain't with none of that shit. Hell no.
Second Ezra, chapter 3, verse 32, Salaki. Or is there any other people that know of thee besides Israel?
If there's any other people that know God besides Israel, we trying to figure this out, man. Let us find out, man. Read it.
Or what generation have so believed thy covenants as Jacob?
Right, who believe the covenant is Jacob, man? Read.
And yet their reward appeareth not, and their labor have no fruit.
See, they reward, all these other nations reward appeared not. And Brian G, you cutting yourself with Acts 10 and 22. Please don't do you like that. Brian G, don't do yourself like that, man. Don't do you. Please,
Or
man.
what generation have so believed thy covenants as Jacob? Right. And yet their reward appeareth not, and their labor have no fruit. For I have gone here and there, though the heathen, and I see that they flow in wealth, and think not upon thy commandments. Weigh thou therefore our sickness now in the balance, and theirs also.
He said, lay our sickness in the balance, and theirs also.
That dwell in the world, and so shall thy name nowhere be found but Israel. Or when was it that they which dwell upon the earth have not sinned in thy sight? Or what people have so kept thy commandments? Thou shalt find that Israel by name has kept thy precepts, but not the heathen. Now come on, Brian G. Come on, what it said.
I had to keep blinking at you. Amen.
Thou shalt find that Israel by name has kept thy precepts, but not the heathen. No. So when we go back, the 10 and 2, right, it says, a devout man, one that feared God with all his house, and gave much alms to the people, and prayed to God always, right? There you go. You want that 22? I'll 22 you. And they said Cornelius.
And they said Cornelius,
the centurion, a just man. What heathen was a just man?
Name a just heathen.
Just one.
Name just one just heathen. Read on.
And one that feared God.
Name one that feared God, man.
And of good report among all the nation of the Jews, was warned from God. When did they get a warning? By an holy angel to send for thee into his house and to hear words of thee.
I'm gonna tell you, Brian G. I'm gonna tell you. It ain't no agree to disagree though. I mean, I know a lot of people say that, but it ain't no agree to disagree. Because it's just like this. It's only one truth. It's only one God. Right? One king, one nation of people that the Lord dealing with, man. Right?
And when did disciples go and dwell and call each other kinsmen and friends? When did the disciples do that with heathens? They were just trying to kill the disciples. They were trying to kill Christ. So when did that happen? You got to make it make sense.
Right? Man, we done been, my hour of power, Monday's turning to 2 hours of power.
Sure. Double power.
Double power, man. I guess I've been kind of going. I know I went longer last week because Captain Benaniyah didn't go. Didn't teach because of what, first fruit?
Mm-hmm.
And then What we got? We got a new moon coming up, man.
God, after the 4th of July.
After the 4th of July.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Officer Barakaya, that's an alley-oop, man. 4th of July.
Mm-hmm.
Officer Barakaya, that's an alley-oop. 4th of July.
All right, know what I'm gonna do class on this week.
Right? Let's go to Deuteronomy chapter 4 and verse 27, man.
Get that law.
Let's get that law, man. Finna get up out of here. We done had a good time. Brian G, man, look at man. We got to break bread with Brian G, man. Brian G got to come back, man. We know you gonna
It's all love.
Talking about it's real, it's all love. But what Isaac was doing earlier, I'm tell you something, man. We still got love for Isaac, man, but we ain't gonna play with nobody. When somebody threaten our lives like that, we ain't finna play with nobody like that, man.
God.
Right? Ain't now person gonna think they're gonna run up on us talking about they gonna kill us, or I'm gonna send the people out to kill y'all. But then you want to turn around and answer your question, who the hell, what kind of dummy will do some stuff like that? This brother's like an insane brother, man.
Mm-hmm.
Right? That's why man, and guess what? We can debate all day long about scriptures, man. And the Lord tell us to debate our cause, but we not gonna play games with brothers, man. We want brothers and sisters to be safe, but well, guess what? The Lord want us to. Guess what? We're gonna defend ourselves. So guess what? If a brother just know if they bring a brother out on the corner trying to do some stuff like that, guess what? We're gonna make the news. Right?
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna make the news.
Defend ourselves by all means.
We're gonna defend ourselves by all means. Right?
God.
And that's how it's supposed to do, Brian G. This what I'm saying to you is this goes into the brother Isaac. I'm saying his name on the thing. Brother Isaac, man.
God.
Isaac will come over there and scoffing and doing all that's cool.
You trying to get understanding, we get it. Right?
Because guess what? You truly trying to, hey, you debating your cause, we going back and forth scriptures and it's love. But what that brother, that's not love when you trying to come kill your brother. That's the same. What you think happened when them brothers, like Captain Benaniyah brought out the other night, man? He said, look, these brothers made a vow to kill Paul.
So they're gonna fast.
And they gonna fast until they kill Paul, and then it ain't even happen. Some fools, man.
Just ended up hungry.
Right? You fasted for nothing.
Mm-hmm.
Like you say, like the Lord said, who hearing your prayers, man, right?
And I pray the Most High do just like He did for Elisha's servant and give you the vision of what we're trying to show you through the scriptures, so we can be on one accord and fellowship one day.
Man, one thing about it,
we love our people, man.
The Lord words don't go out void. That's why we got to keep on. We always bring a law or a statute or a commandment, right?
Mm-hmm. You want to 4 and 20.
Started.
That's the precept.
Yes.
20.
You already know. That's why I want to read it.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 4, verse 26. I call heaven and earth to witness against you this day, that ye shall soon utterly perish from off the land whereunto ye go over Jordan.
4:27?
I was reading 4:26. That's what I thought you wanted.
Go, you can read now.
All right. Ye go over Jordan to possess it. Ye shall not prolong your days upon it, but shall utterly be destroyed.
Right, read.
And the Lord shall scatter you among the nations.
And the Lord scatter you among the nations, read.
And ye shall be left few in number among the heathen.
And we're going to be left few in number among the heathens, read.
Whither the Lord shall lead you.
Right, because the Lord led us into these places, man. Mm. That's why we scattered among the heathens, man. No. Right? Jump down to verse 32.
Verse 32. For as now of the days that are past, which were before thee, since the day that God created man upon the earth, and asked from the one side of heaven unto the other, whether there have been any such thing as this great thing is, or have been heard like it.
Right, read.
Did ever people hear the voice of God speaking out of the midst of fire, as thou hast heard and lived?
Right, jump down to verse 38.
Verse 38, to drive out nations from before thee, greater and mightier than thou art, to bring thee in, to give thee their land for an inheritance, as it is this day.
Right, verse 40.
Verse 40, thou shalt keep therefore his statutes and his commandments, which I command thee this day, that it may go well with thee and with thy children after thee, and that thou mayest prolong thy days upon the earth, which the Lord thy God giveth thee forever.
For how long?
Forever.
We told brothers and sisters, man, this is the law for the day. Tell brothers and sisters, man, to keep the commandments, man. Y'all like to share the video, help us push this truth out of the four corners of the earth.
Perpetual law keeping. What else?
You got to be keeping the law, man.
Perpetually.
Thank you, brothers and sisters, for tuning in, man. Hey, help us push this cause, man, around the four corners of the earth. Everybody not gonna agree with the doctrine. There's gonna be many people coming out in the last days trying to scoff on us, trying to bring hurt, harm, and danger to us. But we expect these things, man. All right, thus said the Lord. So we ain't gonna be rattled by a person saying it, but we will address it, and we will. That's why brother want to call the police. Now we're gonna address it on live. So if something come out on us and then we make the news, y'all know why. All right.
What that Leviticus 5:1? So
we just wanted to make sure that brothers and sisters know what's going on. And I'm gonna read this right quick. Book of Revelation, chapter 2 and verse 10. Fear none of those things which thou shalt suffer. Behold, this is how they call it. The devil shall cast some of you into prison, that ye may be tried. So Satan gonna cast some of us into prison that we're gonna be tried, right? And ye shall have tribulation days, but thou faithful unto death, and I will give thee a crown of life, man. Right? So we're gonna be tried, man. And some of us gonna go to prison behind, some are gonna die behind. But guess what? We're gonna try to still keep the Lord's commandments, right? Pray for a speedy for the Lord to come back and redeem us, man. Get us out of this captivity. And we just try to keep the commandments and live, man. With that, we give our honor and praise to the Most High and His Son Yahweh Shai. We are the Battle Axes of the Most High. Shalom.
Shalom.